I think we're just really a lucky band because all the new success of the band has come from the music first and not so much about the people in the bands. Like, I think a lot of people don't know who we are, which is perfect. If we're going to make any statements, it's sort of through the music and through the albums and through the live shows. So all of the success that we've had, which is greater than any of us ever expected, has just been purely through playing shows and people getting really excited about the music. We wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't fun. I mean, and compared to a lot of other bands, we actually don't work nearly as hard and we don't play nearly as many shows. Like we sort of look at the calendar when we start to make a plan, and I think we know now how long we can do it before it starts to get too tiring.
All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Unviable, the process was different because we really went over the top with the production and strings and horns and a choir. And when we recorded Unviable, we basically had a bunch of songs and tried to throw every single idea that we had onto them. And in the end, we sort of left all the ideas there and mixed it like that. And the Suburbs was a little more simple, sort of like Funeral is, maybe a little more live.
It's how something so small can keep you alive.
Well, to be totally honest, I will give all the credit of that video to the director, whose name is Chris Milk. And they approached us, him and some friends that are at Google, had the project that they were doing with some musicians where they wanted to just make really technologically based videos. And he had this concept that just sounded great, and we had little ideas that we helped him with. Put this video together where you type in your home address from when you're a child, and it sort of incorporates that map into the video. And so as the song's going on, which is about childhood, you're sort of looking at your childhood, you know, where you grew up, and then it drops all these trees on it and covers it up, and there's like images of someone running, and it's just sort of yeah, it was just this idea that maybe you could use really tech ideas and make them a little bit emotional, like give them a little bit of emotional content. And I think he did a great job. Like, it's really, I've watched it with like little cousins who get really excited because it's tech and cool, and I've watched it with grandparents who are just can't believe that you can decide like what happens in the video, you know? Yeah, for us, writing is sometimes a little complicated, but we actually are in the process of building a studio right now in Montreal, sort of right between where all of us live in the city. And so we're actually really excited when we go home. It'll be a really casual process of being home and, you know, feeding the plants and then going to the studio and just playing music. It was just like, it's kind of an apartment. We just have a house that we play music in, and so we're sort of taking that approach where we just get together and make songs. And I mean, lucky, we have no pressure on us. Like, we can just enjoy the rest of the summer and go home and start to make songs whenever it feels like we want to make songs. And